get your tax early. I can't find the paper.
Really?
So I can
You
go
go,
online.
you go online, yeah.
Because I don't want to go into the DMV. Hey, Patricia Tasker. Good morning. I saw Yolanda Franklin at the Midway.
Yeah.
She went to Lincoln with me then.
Oh, really? Yolanda Franklin?
She works in the Common Theater.
Yeah.
She was Lincoln with me.
She's from San Diego?
She walked up to me. I said, "What you doing there?" I said, "You went to theater?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Dr. LT didn't think that I knew you from Lincoln." She started laughing.
Because she says she's from New Orleans.
But she came here. She was here in high school with me. Because her and I were very good friends. And she graduated with my class. Because I hadn't seen her in a while.
I didn't know that.
She's always been theater kind of type. I thought Donna was over Common. What theater thing was Donna over? It used to be on Federal.
Cumberland used to be up there, but they changed over a while.
I was on her committee back in the day.
Yeah, people had died and certain other things.
Miss Smith used to be on that too, Dorothy Smith.
Yeah, she was one of the founders.
Okay. Haven't seen Donna in a while.
Donna who?
She was part of that theater thing. Hey, Tracy Franklin from Arkansas. Otis Richmond and the Inner Court. One of my good friends.
Good morning, Sister Brown. This is none other than J. Pierre. Every Sunshine, one of Prince of Peace Tea. And then this one.
She knew about it. They know about it.
Your faithful friend made me whole again. You gave me new life.
Good morning, Yvette.
You gave me confidence, Lord. Hey, Yvette.
Right on in.
Right on in.
Yes, yes, yes. That was none other than J. Pierre, You Breathe. And before that, you heard the smooth stylings of Miss Evangel and the Ministers of Reconciliation. That is Hear a Word.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
Robert O'Dean, we are excited. You know, it's funny that the year is not over yet, but we are already planning for 2023.
My God.
We've already got the midway on the calendar for
Yes.
July 29th of next year, and
Yes.
it's going to be the 10th annual, man. So I'm excited about
Oh my
that.
God, time has flown.
It's just crazy, man. We got the release of one of your new couple of your singles coming out in
Yep.
2023.
Yes, sir.
We're getting ready to rock into the studio. We're going to probably finish up the pilots for your TV show.
Yes.
We'll be moving into new locations.
Mhm.
We'll start back on touring, and
Yeah.
it's just so much back to back to back to back. And I'm praying that God will give us the strength and keep us healthy.
Yes.
During this time, both of you and I have had the battle through COVID.
Yes, sir.
But God has still blessed us
Yes,
and
sir.
kept us and sustained us. And
Thank
we
you,
want to just
Jesus.
thank each and every one of you guys that have been so supportive of
Thank
GOD
you.
Radio
Thank
1.
you. Thank you.
Now, I just want to say to you that we're going into an uphill, I'll say an uphill sprint at this point. We are fastly looking for our new building.
Yes.
The new building and our vision is going to be fabulous because the Black Box is going to be a much bigger studio where we'll have to have small studio audiences,
Right.
higher ceilings so we can put in light grids and
Mhm.
just really make it a place where we can do really great productions, be it TV, be it plays, be it
Mhm.
internet and web series that we're
Mhm.
working on. The studios will be a little bit bigger, the recording studios, so that we can actually bring in choirs and be able to do choirs. We're not going to overly build the studio where it's going to be big. We have a big space now. It's going to be probably twice the space
Right.
that we have in there now, with the engineering booth being double the size.
Right.
So that it'll be a little bit more roomier and more comfortable. And also the radio station, it'll be roughly about this same size, but we'll also have an engineer production booth too, and some things of that nature, just to make it when we have callers that
Right.
we can see and do some things, and we can have someone answering the phone calls. And so we're very excited about that, editing bays and, some new offices. And, really the reality is that we're trying to build the next generation and for the next generation. So I ask that you would pray for us, for those of you guys that want to help contribute to our building fund.
you, Jesus.
All you have to do is go to godradio1.com, and there's a little click on there that says either donate or be a part of the building fund. Or you can go to mandateprojectimpact.org, and also you can donate there also. Robert O'Dean, I'm excited because the bottom line is this new facility is actually going to come under a nonprofit versus the for-profit, so that we can do a tremendously much more for young people. I know, and I'm excited about it because I'm going to be having you teach in the new facility, young people, communications and
Yes, sir.
radio and
Yes,
things of
sir.
that nature.
Yes, sir.
So I'm excited about what
I am
God
too.
has in
God is so
store
good.
for us as a family.
He's so good. My
You know
God.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I think that's what's more important is that a lot of times, Robert O'Dean, people see where we're at, and they might even see me as the lead of the companies and everything like that. But I want people to know that we could not be where we are without the major support of the team members that we
Right.
have on our team. And, I just want to say that, Robert, I'm blessed.
Yes.
I'm really blessed because there's so many people that have attempted this over the years, but have not, been able to be successful, or they just don't have what I call the stick-to-itness to see things all the way through.
Right.
When times get hard, when funds are tough, a lot of people go away because it does not benefit them financially. But one of the beautiful things about it, when we got into this business to be a blessing to
Yeah.
artists and to be a blessing to our city. So we never plan to have to take salaries from here.
Right.
So it allows us to continue to operate. So I first and foremost want to thank my senior executive staff for all that they're doing. First of all, my wife,
Yes.
Evangel Michelle Thompson, who is the senior vice president of the Mandate Records, but she's also the program director for GOD Radio, and she happens to be one of our top grossing artists
Right.
over the years. Also want to thank, Miss Wendy Bauer.
Yes.
Miss Wendy Bauer, again, she is a vice president of operation, the COO of the nonprofit. And when I tell you that that young lady right there has been a ride or die to see us grow to where we are. Sandrea Jackson, our executive vice president over Jazz. You know, again, we thank God for her and her leadership that she has brought for the Jazz division. Terry Fowler, you know, that person that Terry has been with me almost from the beginning, and she is our publicist, but she wears many different hats, but she has been absolutely phenomenal. And I want to thank you, Brother Robert Earl Dean, because you have been the director of radio promotions and making sure that the word gets out on the artists. Rayma Harvey, you know, she's over artist relations, but she's also one of my right-hand people that literally helped me go through and get things planned out. You know, I call it that wee hours of the morning when you think of something creative. You know, you call Wendy Bauer, you call Evangel, you call Rayma Harvey, you call Sandrea. There's so many people you can just call, and they're there. Shout out to Jontane Corley. She is our brand marketing. I also want to shout out Walter Cole. Walter Cole is one of the on-airs, and Walter Cole has been with us for over 9 years. But even before the radio, he was with us doing many things. Shout out to Adele Williams. Adele Williams, she is our radio executive, and she works special events, and she does amazingly well. I want to say Sean Brown. Sean Brown, they call him Mr. Responsible. Sean Dab,
that's
Cafe
the go-to man, yes.
I love him. He's our multimedia producer. He edits a lot of things. He does the videos.
Yes.
And he, you know, I love the fact that as quietly as it's kept, he is a graduate of the San Diego State Film School.
I was just thinking that, San Diego State University, when you were talking.
And I thank God for him. Shout out to Catherine Casillas. She is our another multimedia producer, and she leads the charge in a lot of things that we do, especially on our virtual market. William Jones, photographer extraordinaire. Man, I tell you, every event that we do, he captures that candid shot that artists love, and we appreciate him this tremendously. Janelle Wynn, we call her Mama Bear, hospitality coordinator extraordinaire. And I tell you, and then we have, you know, artists like, you know, Charles Hill, producers like Reggie Williams. You know, we have people like Cena Williams that when we need them to step in, because they've been with the company for so long, they're always moving through and doing what we need them to do at the time. I always want to say, we could not do it even without our team members like Ruben Ortega. Man,
my God.
He is our senior engineer. He is
amazing.
Doing so much, but he is actually on my technical side just amazing. And then the interns and the newcomers like Andrew White and Elena Monroe. They have just been just tremendous additions. And then I got some young interns that are doing things like Jaden Dow, who's working on the documentary on bullying, and we can just go on and on. But I just want to be very thankful for all of the people that have brought us this far. Robert Earl Dean has been, you know, since 1995, we have been doing this.
Wow.
You know, and so we've been in this location for 23 years.
That's a long
so
time.
We're going on our 28th year of being in business, and I just want to encourage you all that this is good ground. You know, this is where, you know, God has put us in. We want you to know that when you give to our organization, it will not go in vain. You know, I think about even with GOD Radio 1, to have a James Jazzy Jordan, the legendary James Jazzy Jordan, to be Health is Wealth and an on-air and an advisor has been amazing. I want to shout out to Pastor Shante Cephas, who does Epic Encounters, and he literally ministers the Word of God. Shout out to William Bertice and Clinton James for Let's Talk About It every Tuesday at 7 to 8 p.m. Pastor Nate Stewart, that's my guy. You know, he actually comes on 12 noon on Wednesday.
That brother. Good.
One of our big partners and big supporters, and really have really established us in the media industry, has been none other than Dr. John Warren in the San Diego Voice and Viewpoint. He has From the Desk of the Editors every Wednesday night from 7 to 8, and we appreciate him. One of my ride or die friends, Pastor Apostle David Watkins, every Thursday from 12 to 12:30, he gives a word from Grace Today. You know, I want to thank God for our indie voice radio show with Denise Tishner.
Tish.
Yeah, it's just been amazing. And also, Angela Bennett and the Angela Bennett Show
yes.
airs twice on Friday and
Yes.
on Saturday. Lynn Woods, the veteran of the industry, hers gospel entertainment show from 5 p.m. every Saturday. The Real and Righteous, man, on Saturday from 7:30 to 8:30. All the way from Kenya, Africa, Good Morning Africa live,
Wow.
and that is with Dr. Pete O'Dara. And all the way from London on Sunday, you have Vision TV online from London with Andrew and Shireen. Thank God for Bishop William Benson for his morning worship on Sunday at 8 a.m.
Yes.
Choirology with Eddie Balltrip, comes on. And then also we have the Quartet Showcase with Dr. Gregory Harris. We have the Caribbean and Urban American Gospel with Landlord. We got Living the Adventure with Pastor George Runyon. And then we got Three Guys to the Mind. The lineup is on and on and on. It's amazing. And this is what separates, they say the wheat from the tare, but it is all because of the collaboration of so many beautiful people. Yes. So I want to just encourage you all that some of you guys might say, well, Dr. LT, how can I get and be a part of this collaboration? Well, we got a great concert coming up. And it's not Bayside, it is Jazz at the Creek. And we are opening up now for volunteers. Now, volunteers, you will feel like you worked a full day, but it is a commitment. And so if you want to volunteer, that is Labor Day weekend, the 3rd and the 4th, but we're going to really have people 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. If you want to volunteer and become a part of this Mandate Records, GOD Radio Mandate Project Impact family, hit us up at 858-650-3190. And you can personally send me a message at extension 600. I will call you back, or one of the team members will call you back. But we want to have great volunteers because, when you go to an event, a part of the event is how people treat you, how they greet you. Yes. And so we're building that volunteer corps, and we want to thank everybody for just, tapping in and listening and everything like that. Robert O'Dean, I also want to say that today is a very special birthday. Miss Sandrea Jackson. It is her birthday. So, Sandrea, happy birthday to you. Yes. We pray that God will bless you with many more. And it's just been amazing. So, I've given a lot of announcements. You know how the church announcement, they see, okay, can we get back to music, or can we get back to a word? But we had to I want to make sure I got all the announcements out. I'm going to bypass the morning show song. Thank you. The capture up. And we're going to get ready for an interview coming up, but we're going to play this song. And this is in celebration of the life of Lamont Dozier Sr., who passed away on yesterday. Wow. So, Robert, I don't have any interviews set up.
For the Black Bread thing, we rescheduled them.
Okay.
And they're using the same.
Do you have that link?
In the thing.
Send it to me.
Welcome
What day was it originally on? Robert?
July 20th. But I just sent you the email. It's like Curtis Mayfield or somebody. Kind of in the Shaft days. I like that old school feel.
Go ahead.
Hmm?
Go ahead. Probably not gonna see it. Let me have it.
I think it's the 7th. I think. Yeah. I think it's from a movie.
And you said it's at 7?
Uh-huh.
We'll just leave it up.
Sitting on the sands, watching the raging sea, smashing up against the rocks, but underneath there's
This is Pastor Gwen Matthews, So in Love.
But then you touch my heart and cuddle me and confirm why I'm so in love with you. I'm so in love with you. I gaze at the clouds you made, and some might say that clouds can be weird at times. Sometimes they're light, sometimes they're gray, but when it's hot outside, your clouds cover me. think back to the cross, how you died and set me free at last. So in love with you. I'm so in love with you. Now I'm set apart, sending my love right to your heart. I'm so in love. I am so in love with you. I'm so in love, been waiting for this moment with
With
you.
you.
I'm in love with you.
I'm so in love with you.
With every beat of my heart, I'm so in love
Do-do-do-do-do. With you. You better sing Robert Earl Dean.
Sing it, Doctor.
So in love
with you.
with you. It's one of those weekend drive songs.
Sing, Sonia. Sing, Sonia.
You are my friend. Disagreeing don't round and round. Being a brother's keeper. We gotta hold each other down. You're my sister. I'm your brother too.
I'm your brother too. Better together. We're better together.
Sing it.
Robert Earl Dean, we're better together.
Yes, we are. That's God's Son is true from here to glory.
Stronger together. Together. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Better together. Hang on in there.
We're better together.
Better together.
Better together.
Hallelujah.
We will be right there.
Yeah. Yeah-da-da-da-da-da.
What's up, Cersei Moore? The great trainer of all trainers.
I had my share of heartache.
Me too. We all have.
Hallelujah, Jesus.
But God. But God.
Many friends of loved ones. The other side of pain.
Is that Otis? Is that Otis? You got Otis in there? Otis Kim?
That's
Johnson.
James Johnson.
I like this one. This is dope. We've had him on the show already?
Yeah. Yeah.
God, he's dope.
Through it all. Through it all.
You remember helping Ann Church Gathering Rise?
Huh?
Remember helping Ann? That's his grandfather, Elder Moore.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Cersei's the trainer.
All right. Through it all. Through it all. Won't you give up? Learn to keep on fighting.
Come on.
Yes. If you want a testimony.
You've been singing. You're getting better and better.
Yes. Hey.
This song be bopping.
Through it all. Through it all.
Do it all.
Through it all.
Do it all. Do it all. You remain the same through it all, Lord.
Through it all.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank God I made it.
Hey, Melody. Yeah. Do it all. I made it. Do it all. You sure we've had him on the show?
I think so, but I'm not for sure. So, here in the book I was working with on my foreign friend, it's finally on Amazon. We just published it
The
yesterday.
one that she was in here putting the picture for you and your wife?
Yeah.
So what is it about?
It's about Ernie Freeman. He was like one of the major architects of the music industry. He worked with Quincy, every major star, Frank Sinatra, and everything. He did their scores and everything like
Is he
that.
related to him?
It's his cousin.
The one that he's in San Diego?
Yeah, he's in San Diego, but he's passed away.
So where did he live?
L.A.
I was going to say he had to back
Yeah,
in the
but
day.
I mean, I'm talking about he still got
Who's
stuff. Yeah, this guy, this book is already slated to go into the
So,
in
Black
DC.
Smithsonian.
Yeah,
so who's over his estate now?
his daughter. Yeah, but
So she's blessed.
yeah, and you see my girl Tati.
Let me see.
Tati did that cover.
She did a great job.
Yeah.
This is going to take her to a whole nother vein.
Oh, trust me.
Our girl Tati did a good job.
Yes.
Yeah.
You had to open my eyes.
Right. Well, you gave her a chance. All people need is a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm learning that more and more.
And it says it's out of stock right now because they have to get all this
Get-
stuff
right.
approved. But I'm glad that everything's in
Right.
position.
So you got to do a huge lunch.
Yeah.
You have to do a big lunch. What's going to #1 New York bestseller? You got to do a big lunch.
Oh, on the 18th, they're launching it in at the Black Chamber of Commerce, LA.
And all the industry people that know him. That started with him are like
Yeah.
our old executives.
You want to go with us?
Come on.
We gotta go up. Me and Michelle,
When is it?
the 18th.
August. Put in my schedule. And that's on a Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot, I'll go.
Okay.
What's his name? What's the guy's name?
Ernie Freeman.
I think I've heard his name before.
Good morning, Melanie.
So this is his daughter's dream too to release this.
Well, she participated in it.
Because he's
Yeah,
gone. He's
so-
deceased.
Yeah.
Wow, what a way to be remembered.
Yeah.
May the work you've done speak for you. That's what I tell people.
I just really, he trusted me. I told him, I said, because
That's huge.
the last book I did with him, I did the cover and I told him I told him it wasn't ready for release. It was just a concept. And he went to press with it. And it did really well.
Yes, but it could have been better.
But this one right here, looks like $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of them things that's like a life changer.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Kind of like. Because we were walking last night. Did you see my Facebook last night? We was walking at 8 o'clock at night in the dark
Oh, I didn't know.
at Ocean Beach.
Really?
I had my pepper spray just in case.
You by yourself?
Me and Chris, because we started late, so it was it was dark, but they have lights, but it was dark.
It was dark, huh?
Yeah, Ocean Beach, Dog Beach and Ocean Beach. But we were talking about stuff, and we just started talking about the project. They said this could be to where you don't work no more. You do it right.
Yeah. That's the whole thing for you all as artists and everything. That's what I'm working for now, is to get you guys where you guys can just do this full time.
That's what I want to do. I want to do music and TV and radio. That's my three. Hey, Miss Brenda Herndon, Kennedy Children's Center and everywhere else.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
California is a great place to live and work, but those aren't easy things for students just
Dude, can
finishing
you
up
imagine how
college
people
to
that's gonna
do.
get this?
That's why the state
I mean,
created
get Sylvia
Californians
Room,
for
all the
All
big
College
names.
Corps, a first-of-its-kind program that gives students a way to build skills and help others while earning money for college. This is
He
your
was upset
chance to
'cause I
make yourself
originally said
marketable as you prepare
I
to
didn't
start
wanna
your
do
career
any
while
photos
meeting
or
other
anything.
people who want the same thing.
And he's
All you
like,
have to do
"Come
is
on,
commit to
please,"
serve your
and I
community, and we'll
finally
help
agreed
you
to
pay
do
for
it.
college. So if that's something you vibe
This
with,
is
then
something you
hit us
should've
up
said.
today and
You
apply
should've
at
said yes at first beginning.
www.cacollegecorps.com.
Don't feel like we
Jazz
want
at the
to
Creek
chance with you.
2022
Just be
returns
obedient
to
and
the
say
Market
yes.
Creek Amphitheater for the ultimate summer capper. Saturday, September 3rd, Pieces of a Dream.
I love this song. I like this song.
Also performing David P. Stevens, Lynn Roundtree, Reggie Codrington, and Aaron Stevenson. And on Sunday, September 4th, it's the Prince of Sophisticated Soul, Will Downing.
Please,
Also adding sizzle to Sunday, Avery Sunshine and Chris White. Jazz at the Creek 2022, Labor Day weekend, September 3rd and 4th at the Market Creek Amphitheater. VIP
And we haven't got
dinner
Jonathan
and
Butler
weekend
yet.
packages available while they
No.
last. Go to
I tried to get on this year, but he was
or call
already booked.
858-650-3190. It's a perfect finishing touch to San Diego summer. Jazz at the Creek.
Yes. Jazz at the Creek is happening Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
The 3rd and the 4th. Robert O'Dean, we're very, very excited.
I'm excited too.
Man, and you know, one of the things about it is our headliner on Sunday, Will Downing. You know,
Woo.
I thank God because we were able to establish a relationship with Will
Through what?
through this radio show.
This
You
radio
know?
show.
And it was funny because we're sitting up here, we're doing the show,
Yes.
and Robert, you said, "Is that the real Will Downing?" and
I
Will,
forgot we was on the air.
yeah, and Will basically said, yeah, and we literally
Yes.
connected with him on air, set up an
Yes,
interview.
yes.
He came in and
Yes.
did an amazing interview.
Yes.
We had his interview before TV One had their interview
Yes,
with him.
yes.
And so he did that, and then we just established a relationship. And one of the things I love about, I work with a lot of artists, and we
Yes.
work with a lot of
Yes.
artists all around the country.
Uh-huh.
But some artists are just simply that. You know, they're coming, you're paying them, and you basically do it, and you write a check, they come, they do what they do,
Yeah.
and it's over. And then there's some artists that you actually build friendships
You
with,
connect with.
and you talk with more than just the business side. Will is one of those people. Not only did he befriend us, but he also opened up his coffers and introduced us to other artists that we've been having on our
Yes.
show. Jay Sean. You know what I'm
And Jay
saying?
Williams.
And Jay Williams. Both of them are part of the Will Downing connected piece.
Yeah.
And so we've been very blessed. And because of our connected piece with Will,
Yeah.
Avery came about. And
And you know what I like, and I think it's a big blessing, is that Will said he was scrolling through Facebook
Yeah.
and heard good music.
yeah.
And we play the gospel of
Of
Jesus,
Jesus Christ, yes. And you know, and the funny thing about it is, in all of this, you know, what makes it so beautiful is that so many blessings are coming based on the collaboration
Yep.
of team members. You know,
Yep.
there are certain things that happen here because of our collaboration.
Yes.
There are certain things and visions that come for like a Jazz at the Creek with, you know, Sandrea Jackson and the things that she does to say, here's the envision. We are one this year. You know, here's the theme. And then with the selection of artists, and, you know, it's kind of like people put out, you know, the ideas, and then we come in and we close it.
But it's a blessing that your wife and you are open. You know, some people that have positions of power, they want to be the only one that come up with the ideas. They want to be the only one to get the glory. But one thing about you and your wife, you guys share your platforms with other people. And like we always say, people just need a chance, an opportunity.
And we're really excited. While we were offline, people weren't hearing, but I had a blessed opportunity, and I'll share this with you later, a blessed opportunity to work on a book. It's entitled, and I want to make sure I say the full title, The Musical Blueprint, Ernie Freeman, the Man in His Times.
Wow.
Now, Ernie Freeman is a person that was a composer, arranger, conductor, producer, director, band leader, orchestra leader, and vocal coach.
Was he black?
Yes, he was. And he was one of the first, he was the second black conductor to ever conduct at the Hollywood Bowl. You
The
know,
Hollywood Bowl?
yes. Of the music behind Huckleberry Hound and Alvin and the Chipmunks.
What?
That's all him. You feel what I'm saying? And I can go down
He's
a
an
list.
icon.
Yeah, a list of things from the blueprint that he set up for Quincy Jones, from Frank Sinatra to Sammy Davis Jr. to Ray Charles to the Platters, and it just goes on and on and on. And the craziest thing, he's passed away. But his music is still being used in TV and in movies to this very day.
That is
And so,
amazing.
one of my good friends and was the best man in my wedding, Ajin Shahid, who I want to bring on at some point, he actually, this is his cousin, and he got with Ernie Freeman's daughter, and they began to put together a book, just kind of
Like
chronologizing
celebrating his life.
his life. And
Mhm.
this is just only like part one. There's so much more and so more in depth that can come out of this. And so he asked me to work on this book with him. It's a quick read because it's about 103 pages, right?
Yeah.
And it shows pictures and things that he's with, and all the albums from Frankie, from all these different people that he worked
So
with.
that means he probably has plaques on his wall.
Plaques, gold records, and everything. And so the beautiful thing about it is that we finally finished this work. It is being published by Amazon, and in a few days it will be ready for purchase. But I'm excited about it because we were able to put our kind of our what is it? Our je ne sais quoi on the book. And I want to shout out my girl, I call her Tati, Tatiana Gaddy. She actually did the cover.
Go
for
first,
this
Lady
book.
Gaddy.
And here's the beautiful thing about it. This work has already been accepted to be put in the Smithsonian Black Museum in D.C.
And people don't know, but there is the Smithsonian, and now they have the black counterpart of it with nothing but African American celebration. They're celebrating African Americans.
Exactly. So I'm very, very excited about this book. Be
Blessing.
seen, it'll be seen and viewed by millions
Forever,
of people
man.
forever and ever and ever.
God.
And the person that we're so blessed to just share about is that, again, learning about our black history, learning
Yes.
about the music, and being that we're in the music industry,
Yes.
it is so important that we learn about some of the histories. But I want to thank Ajin Shahid and I want to thank Tatiana Gaddy for working with us and bringing the cover to life.
Well, this new book is important, especially for us music lovers and for young people to know that they too can make it. You know, we have so many African Americans that are doing things that's never been done before. A lot of first black this and black that. And I think it's important in the culture that we're living in, and we've seen so many negative things in the press and on TV. Our young people and this coming future need to know that you still can do things. You still can dream. You still can go for it because the opportunities are there. You just have to push through because you're going to have resistance. But if God has something for you, he's going to make sure that he sees it through.
Amen. Amen. Well, Robert O'Dean, I want to say to you that, we get up early every single morning.
Yes, we
and,
do, sir.
and I be looking for some bread and some
Because we African Americans and
yeah.
others, we love bread.
yeah, and a little toast with a little jam on
Yes.
it, little French toast,
Yes.
a little bread pudding,
Yeah.
But the
bread
basis,
bread is important
Yeah.
on your sandwich.
and you need bread,
Yeah.
for as a basis, but bread is only good if it's good bread.
If it's good bread.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because the Lord said he'll give you the bread of life.
Yes, he did.
So, Robert O'Dean, we got a great interview today. Who do we got with us, my friend?
Ladies and gentlemen, you know me, I be on internet Googling stuff, and I be looking for the black this and the black that. And I stumbled upon something that almost knocked me off my feet. I had to go back and look at it again. I said, what?
You said what?
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 Ladies and gentlemen,
What?
you are
What
about
we
to hear
do?
about something that you've never heard about before. I think it's awesome. I think it's timely. And let's make this a $1 billion business for who we're going to interview right now. This is the Black Bread Company. Yes, ladies and gentlemen all over the country, the Black Bread Company. Welcome to the Wake Up Morning Show with Dr. LT and Robert O'Dean.
Unmute yourself,
Unmute
sir.
yourself.
Y'all unmute yourself.
So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I mean, it is absolutely a blessing to be here with you guys this morning. Thank you for the support. My name is Mark Edmond, the CEO and the founder of the Black Bread Company.
Yes.
And I just want to say it's such an honor to be here, to be recognized, for what we're doing for our community, for our people. This brand is for us. We are ready to, take over this industry.
Oh,
And
yes.
I believe it can happen, and it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, extremely proud to be here. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so first of all, we're gonna ask Charles, turn your camera long ways because we want people to see the fullness of you.
Your full glory, my brother.
You
Your
know,
full glory.
Do you see he got the gold leaves behind him
There
and
you go.
everything? Look at that. He just got skill and style.
Well, that's $1 million. That's $1 million look.
Okay. He got to get out the light because the light is giving that
There we
halo
go.
look.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to make it work over here.
Brother Charles, how you doing, man?
How y'all doing, man? Happy to be here.
We're blessed to have you all. I think you guys are very important for, like I said, young people, old people, middle-aged people. Let's talk about the Black Bread Company. Yes, y'all, the Black Bread Company.
Well, wait a minute. But before we go there, inquiring minds want to know, is the bread black?
Eventually we'll have some bread that's actually black in color.
Okay.
No, the bread is not black. We actually have a wheat bread right now and a premium white bread right now. And the whole point of us doing that was very strategic.
Yeah.
We did not want to niche ourselves out. We did not want to, not compete with the major competitors in the industry.
Yes.
So we can niche later. We can put little special things together later. But we want to go against the biggest bread companies in the world. We want to go against the bread companies that's been doing this for over 100 years, without any type of representation from African-American people. And time that we start changing these industries, it's time that we start getting a piece of the pie versus the crumbs that they want to leave on the table. So that's just the things that we after. So when we start this company, like I said, we did not want to shout. We did not want to have specialty this, specialty that. We just wanted a very high quality, very premium gourmet sliced bread that when you change over to what we have, you are not compromising no matter what brand that you're going with. Either you're upgrading yourself, or you have what is absolutely amazing high quality bread. And that's what we did.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this, because I know that Robert Earl set this up, but normally we would have the product here and we'd be able to show it to people. I'll be nibbling on a sandwich.
Well,
let me finish, and everything like that. Normally we had it, and I'll be sitting up there like that. So, but being that we don't have the product,
right.
Do you have a product sample there with you that people can see?
I do. I can come back. Give me 1 second.
Okay, yeah. So here's the thing. As you guys are sharing with us about the Black Bread Company,
yes,
I want to know, one, where are you guys located and how did you come about
with bread of all things?
With bread, because we got the bread of life.
Yeah.
We be like saying, man, you gonna make some good bread? What's going on? So tell us, how did you guys come up?
This is amazing. And I love wheat bread.
Yeah. No, that's incredible. So where we located is in Chicago, Illinois. That's where we based out of.
All right, Chi-Town.
How it all began is really behind all the frustration and what we've been going through in our country through after what happened with George Floyd.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So when George Floyd, when that incident happened, I was extremely emotionally charged,
yes,
if you will.
Yes.
Right. So I wanted to protest. I wanted to go out here and do everything I can. However, I have 3 very young children, so I couldn't go out because it started getting to the point where riots and different things happening that I couldn't take the risk of getting myself injured.
Right.
So my protest that I was is, I'm only supporting African American products. Period. Yep. When I go to these grocery stores, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to stop looking for the convenience of this product is right here, this product is right here, in and out what we're used to. I said I'm going to take my time. I'm going to actually go in here and find our products, products that I don't know that exist that African American own. So my wife wrote this list out. The very first item she put on the list was bread. So when I went to this grocery store, walked into the bread aisle, I was in this aisle for about 45 minutes, Googling, searching every single company, Googling, searching every single executive. Who's black? Where's black? I'm trying to give myself any excuse to purchase this bread because we need this bread.
Yes, sir.
And then that's when I realized we did not have any type of African American presence whatsoever in these bread aisle. And it's a huge bread aisle. So after that, I left the store. You know, I didn't purchase anything. You know, I left the store. When I got into the parking lot, I called my two best friends and said, listen, guys, I just discovered we don't have any African American bread, and we need to do something about this. This is not a moment to go on social media and rant. This is not the moment to go and, you know, just talk about it. It's about action at this point. Do something. So right away, that's where the Black Bread Code began. And then after that, we started legalities, hire attorneys, do legal searches to make sure that we are actually the first ever African-American owned sliced bread company. And so we was right. And from there, over a year, we just planned and strategized. And one of the most important keys I would like to leave your followers, your listeners, is we kept our mouths shut. We did not tell everybody we came across about this idea. We didn't want nobody raining on our parade. We didn't want nobody demons jumping off on us and trying to get into our heads and try to start, you know, messing with our plans. We were steadfast. We prayed about it, and we made a pact with each other. If you want to talk about it, if the excitement have to leave your lips, call one of us. Call the ones that's involved.
Yes.
Call the ones that have a vision or believe in vision. And that's really what we did. In the moment that we launched, it went crazy.
Yeah, and I know that y'all kept it to yourself because, you know, Charles and I, we go way back, you know, like four flats on the Cadillac. He didn't call me and tell me, bro, I got something for you.
Got a slice for you.
You know, I got something for you to invest in.
Right.
He just looked at me, and every time I saw him on social media, he's like, hey. And now he big balling, and now he gonna share it. No, I was playing. So one of the things that we love about, you know, entrepreneurial spirits, we love about vision is that we love to see people step out on faith. And, you know, I always tell people faith is like stepping out on nothing and landing on something. Could you give us a shot of the bread product? I know he said he went to go get it.
Absolutely. So this is our honey wheat. It's our honey wheat right here.
Wow.
All I eat is wheat bread.
Wait, I'm going to teach you. Wow. It really looks like a bread loaf.
It looks like a real bread loaf.
Let me blow you up.
See, that's our logo, Black Bread Co. Honey wheat bread, premium gourmet honey wheat bread. Add. On the back, you see our mission statement, and of course, our nutritional facts.
This is incredible.
So, we pride ourselves on detail of our packaging because, again, as Mark said, being the first ever Black-owned sliced bread company, we had to come correct, and we believe in the importance of Black excellence, right? And so, we wanted anybody, no matter what your status is, no matter who you are, be proud to have our packaging in your kitchen or wherever in your house. So. Jamel Lewis, who is our president, and also he's over our marketing, and he was the brainchild behind our packaging. So definitely want to give him a shout out for that. So that's our honey wheat, and also we launched our hamburger buns and hot dog buns online as well. Wow. They are very soft. They're called soft white, as you can see. They are really good as well. So all of our products we purchase online, we ship nationwide, really worldwide, via our UPS carrier as well. We have a monthly subscription called the Private Bread Club. So we bake our bread and goes directly to your home every month. So join the Private Bread Club, people.
Okay. Yeah, so check this out.
We got to help these people become number one in the world.
Hold on, Robert. I'm getting ready to pitch an idea.
I can hardly take it.
I'm getting ready to pitch an idea.
Okay, I'm trying to hold my peace.
You know,
it's amazing.
When you wake up in the morning and turn on GOD radio, get your slice of Black Bread Company. And say, wait a minute, Robert, smile at them so they can.
Good, brother.
Yeah, I'm endorser.
Yeah. Wait,
send my T-shirt.
Wait, smile at them and say we can help be
my T-shirt.
We can help be the face of it, and we be your West Coast face.
Yes.
Did y'all get your Black Bread?
and we're heard in 30.
No, for real.
We're heard in 37 countries now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Amazing.
Seen and heard.
37
countries.
We'll definitely talk.
Yeah.
Because one thing we're all about brand exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have had a lot of media attention our first year, but it's never enough people to know about us, right? And
Yeah.
so, if you are willing to spread the good word of the Black Bread Company, like we'll definitely make that happen.
Well, one of the
You know
things.
what?
Go ahead.
And I'm sorry. And also, what I want to just add is that's really the reason why we started this crowdfunding, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't start it in like needs of the money, right? Like we need money. We didn't do it for us. We did it for our community.
Yes.
We did it for whoever's hear about this brand, that they have the opportunity. It's not going to last forever, but they have the opportunity to be involved, get involved, because it's not often that we have companies with futures as bright as this company has, that we can get in on the ground floor.
Yes.
So if we ever go IPO, or when we go IPO, when we, make it big, everyone gets to benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets to make money. Everyone gets to enjoy in profits of this company. And we just really wanted to drive that in. We dedicated 10% of our company to give to our community.
Mm-hmm.
So we all want to, just let you guys know that.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this because I know Robert has this, but this is an iconic moment. I want to say this.
This is huge.
Because there was something that you said, and I think that every person needs to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
You said that God gave you an idea when you was on the bread aisle, and you called your two best friends.
Come on.
How is it that, and can I assume that your two best friends were males?
Yeah, Jamel and Charles. Yeah.
How is it? Because they always say that we as African American men can't work together. How is it that you three were able to come together in Chi-Town in what they call Chirac, and literally build a business together, and everybody's ego is intact and everything's going
on one
forward?
accord.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's incredibly important. It's so important that, first of all, KYP, right? Know your personnel. You have to know who your friends are. You have to know who you're going in business with. You know your friends. Their integrity. If they are able to work with you. If they blow up the ends. You know your friends. We're talking about a 20-year friendship from children, from kids.
Right.
So by you knowing your friends and how they mature and how they take care of their family, my friends and I, amazing fathers, amazing husbands, right? So these are just qualities that and then when I need someone to get hey, I need something maybe written out, or I need to communicate this properly. My best friend Charles has a degree in communication. His background is a communication professor.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, we need a press release. We need this.
Right.
Guess what? We have somebody who's certified and qualified to do that.
Mm-hmm.
My friend Jamel is an amazing a marketing guru, I call him. You know what I'm saying? He can put together, he has some amazing ideas. He can put things together. He's focused. He's going to complete his tasks. Whatever he has in mind, if he's staying up 2 or 3 days in a row, it's going to get done, and it's going to get done on time.
Wow.
Myself, my background is always entrepreneur, always sales, always a visionary, always looking forward. I'm 5 or 10 years ahead right now. I'm already this is where we're going to be in 10 years. This is what's going to happen for me in 5 years. I know what I'm going to eat in the next 10 years, because I focus on the future. I live in the future, So therefore, when you put these three things together, and I knew who my friends were, I have more friends, but I knew who my best friends were. They was the perfect fit. And at the same time, I knew how big this was. And God gave me this, God gave it to me. So who am I to keep it and hoarder it? And I just want to be humbled to say, hey, let me pass this along. Let me share it.
So I hear you. I'm gonna give this over to Rob, but I got this. My last question.
I want to answer that when you get a second.
Okay, this is my last question because I want to tie this all in. Okay, so you three were best friends, but how do your wives play a role in this whole thing? Because sometimes if the three best friends could be on point, but you got that one wife or that two wife. Well, you really don't need them. Keep the idea to
Right,
yourself.
right.
How does your wives play a role in keeping y'all solid?
That's a good question.
Well,
That, yeah,
I'll go real.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
I'll say,
that's an amazing question. But
Yeah.
go.
Okay, all right, real quick. I'll say for me and my wife, I can't speak for nobody else's wife, but my wife is the better half of me, right? So, when God put her in my life, she is, like I said, the better half of me. So if I'm already like, yo, let's do this, let's share this, let's have this idea. She's like, oh, absolutely. We're not going to be the only ones, that would be wealthy and our friends not wealthy. If we have opportunity to share the wealth, right? I'll always say, don't judge me on the success I have for myself, because that could be relatively easy, right? Judge me on the success that I can help others have. And my wife shares that same philosophy as well.
Okay. I know, Charles, you wanted to respond.
Yeah. That's an amazing question, and I want to say two things about that. One, when Mark called us, myself and Jamel, and we said we're moving forward with this idea, with this vision. The first, with the legalities and meeting all that, we also have to put money up, right? And remember, this is 2020 and the smack dab pandemic, okay? And so Mark had just lost his job, and Jamel wasn't working either, right? And so at that moment, we all three of us had to get the blessings from our wives. Money was not looking good, and we put all of our savings together as collective. And I'm saying to say is that couldn't happen without the blessing of our wives, right? We're all married men with kids, right? And so with families and with real estate and all these other expenses and businesses, so we had to make sure that this was the investment, or this was an idea that we all believed in. Our wives had to believe in it as well. Second, I want to say to my wife is that so me, Mark, we talk daily, even before the Black Brick Company is always talking. And so one night, I don't know what us three was talking about, and I got off the phone, and she was like, "Whenever y'all come up with something together, it's gonna be big." Those are exact words. She said, she's like, y'all always talk about all these different things y'all want to do. So whenever y'all come up with something together, it's gonna be huge. And I swear, maybe like a few months later, we got that call from Mark about about this idea. And so she always knew. Again, we've been friends for 20 years. We was like real tight in high school. So I think a lot of people weren't that surprised that we did something together. They just didn't know what it was going to be, So I just wanted to definitely give a shout out to all of our wives for just believing in the vision, believing in ideas, and just having a faith of a mustard seed, right? As you just said, faith is really seeing something or believing in something that you can't really see. You just have to believe in it. So,
and that's when you know it's God. For those of you that are just tuning in, we are talking to the Black Bread Company. This is the first African American owned black bread company. So many of you out here that are watching all over the country, all over the world, we need to get behind these young men, and we need to push them like never before. We go to the store and get bread all the time. Why not get bread from those who look like us, who've been through the same struggles, and who can identify with what we're going through? And I was sitting here, and God was putting in my spirit that He chose you guys to do what you do. It's very rare that people come up with ideas that are first. People come up with ideas that are bigger than them. That's when you know it's just right for God. When it's bigger than you, it's just right for God.
And Robert Earl, one of the things that you're saying is that we as African Americans have been making bread for years, for centuries, but we've been making it homemade at home and everything of that nature. But they literally said, we're going to take it and mass produce it to be a blessing to people. So there's a couple of things that people are asking online. One, can they buy your bread online? How can they get your bread? So that's the one. And then another question is, do you have any gluten-free bread?
Yeah, first and foremost, they can for sure purchase our bread online. They can go to blackbreadco.com and to purchase our honey wheat, our premium white, soft white hamburger, and also soft white hot dog buns. Additionally, we have Black Bread Company merchandise. So our T-shirts, we have hoodies, we have hats, mugs, onesies for the babies, whatever you need. We got it on there. So for sure, You can purchase whatever products you want from us online. We ship it again from our bakery right to your home. And what was the second question?
The second was how they get
Gluten.
on, and do you have any gluten free?
Oh, we don't have a gluten free. However, we're working tirelessly
Mhm.
on creating a gluten free product because we get a lot of inquiries about it. And for us, we know it's gluten free out there, but everybody says it tastes like cardboard. Cardboard is not good. It just doesn't taste good.
Right.
So for us, we want to make sure, of course, it's gluten free. We want to make sure it's a flavorful taste. So making any type of bread, any type of recipe takes a long process. And so we just asking that everyone be patient with us because it's definitely on the way.
Well,
So
you're into a
And
company as well.
also,
Yeah,
what's up?
absolutely.
Right. So people are asking about cinnamon bread and all that stuff. They just started, so they have to kind of get this going, and then they'll get other
Yeah,
flavors as well.
for sure.
so I'm a cheerleader of entrepreneurs and things like that.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have some questions to ask you all. Number one, have you guys did Chicago today yet?
Chicago today.
That
I don't
TV
think we
show.
did Chicago today.
Yeah,
No,
well,
we
it's
did
on
not.
NBC. It's called the Today
It's a
Show,
TV
Chicago
show.
today.
We have not. I don't believe
Okay,
we
have
did.
you?
Nope.
So have y'all did like CNN or any of the national interviews?
We have not done CNN. We done ABC, WGN. We did the Ellen. It was on the Ellen show last
Okay,
March.
good.
Yep.
However, we have not done CNN or CNBC or MSNBC. So we looking
We
to do
actually,
all of that.
we actually just had an interview with CNN over this past weekend.
Okay,
You know,
and
so will they drop it? We're not sure.
mhm,
But we did do the interview with them. We also been on the Oprah Winfrey Network as well.
good, good.
Uh, yeah, we've been on the Oprah Winfrey Network. We've been on the local networks here, like CBS,
Mhm.
NBC, some shows here in Chicago as well.
So the reason why I'm asking all this question because Robert Earl Dean,
My mind is going.
we like pit bulls.
My mind is
When we
going.
see something that we love, we start calling
I'm telling
friends
my
and
friends. You
family.
know who I was thinking about?
Yeah,
Yolanda Adams.
yeah, and start telling
Uh,
friends and family, y'all need to put this out there. And the reason why I say that is that my family owns, my wife's family, our family, we own a bakery.
Yes.
And we're known for peach cobblers
Potato
and
pie.
potato pies and all that stuff, all that homemade stuff.
Hmm.
And it's amazing how they started off. It started off in the home. It went to a small bakery,
Hmm.
and now they're like a factory bakery, like seven, 8 times larger.
Oprah
And
Winfrey,
everybody
Steve
orders from
Harvey,
them.
Cedric the Entertainer.
And it was just about word of mouth and people getting excited about it. But it started off just like you all did.
Yes.
And now it's like they do so many pies a week
Yeah.
that it got so good that the state penitentiary started calling saying, can we get pies?
Yeah.
Las Vegas started calling saying, can we get, 30,000 pies a
Yeah.
week from you guys?
Yep.
So we believe in this whole black excellence and black entrepreneurship. And so we're going to deem you right now, and we're going to say it publicly, that the Black Bread Company is going to be a multi-billion dollar
industry.
business,
We
and it's going
speak
to
Yes.
employ people,
We
and it's going to
speak
be
it.
a change
Speaking into
agent
existence.
in Chicago to bring about a change, and then it will
That whole
impact the
community.
world. So that's what we're going to speak on, you all. And Robert, I'm going to leave
I'm-
it to you.
As children, what kind of children were you? Because there's no way you can come up with these kind of ideas if you were like a typical average kid. And I know that because of how I was and the dreams as a kid, and I was different
yeah,
in certain aspects of my mentality.
absolutely. For me as a child, I was extremely creative, and I was extremely almost not. I was rebellious, right? I never wanted to follow the rules, not in a bad way,
Hmm.
but just like I don't understand why you're putting limits on me.
Hmm.
As a child, I just did not comprehend why. Certain things was obvious. Of course, look both ways when you cross the street. That's the reason why, for safety, so you don't kill yourself.
Right.
Right. When you don't do certain things, don't swim if you can't go swimming.
Right.
I understood those boundaries. But when it was like even in school coming up, I wasn't the A student. Why? Because as we going through these some curriculums, if you will, I was thinking of more. I wanted more. When you start talking about the African American history, I always wanted more. And then I remember one day I was thinking like, wow, we were slaves, but it got to be more to it. Like you telling me we never fought back. Like we just was like, all right,
Yeah.
like take us.
Right.
You know,
We was
it's
docile.
so exact. Yeah, it was so many missing stories that my mind, like when we go through it, I will be in my head just imagining things. That time the teacher calling me, I had no idea what she was talking about because my imagination will often take over.
Me too.
You know, I would be like I guess some people call it daydreaming.
Daydreaming.
Right? Exactly. I was more of a daydreamer. You know, I would daydream, and then she'd call my name, Mark. So what did I just say? I'm like, I have no idea, but I
See,
think
see,
That
wait,
was me
wait, but no,
too.
no, Robert Earl.
That was me too.
No, this was
Hey,
Robert
hey,
when
Mark,
when she said,
we still daydreaming
yeah,
every day.
no,
We
but watch this.
still daydreaming every day.
Watch this. When the teacher would have said, Robert Earl D, what did I say? He would be like saying, you just said, Robert Earl D, what did I say? He would repeat.
I would be humming. I would be humming and didn't even realize it. And she'll be, Robert, stop making all that noise. And I'd be like, what is she talking about? So
Yeah.
Right.
I thought I was weird. So it's you like I was.
Well,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah,
100%.
and we're educators, and so we do a lot of things. And students like you are the student that you can't just say do math. You got to let them have math, English, history all in front of them, and they can skip from whatever subject they
And
want
leave
to.
the class.
Yeah, because they will. That's how you get those brilliant minds
Yes.
to work.
To work.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
as you guys can see, that y'all gonna have to be a whole nother show. Because there's just so much more we want to get
Dude,
in.
we got to connect them. This is big for you and I as a morning show. Yesterday, we had the vice president, the first black vice president of the LA Lakers, Keisha Nix, who is
Nice.
over their charitable affairs, and she does their youth foundation. We
I
got to
just saw
link.
that
We got to link
online.
them
Yeah.
into Keisha with the Lakers.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
so one of the things I think that God has definitely connected us together. We're excited about your bread product. You know, we're Old Taste and See, so we're gonna wait for the delivery.
I want the T-shirt so I can take a picture of it.
I understand you get the T-shirt, you know, but I want the bread, you know, because I want to make a sandwich.
I want the bread too. I want some wheat bread.
Okay, well, you could get wheat. I like wheat. We get some white.
I don't like white bread.
I know, but you know, we got to get the soft. We got to taste the whole product.
I don't want the white bread.
But we
though.
got to taste the whole product.
Okay, well then you got to do it.
Okay.
But real quick, I'll say this. It's a lot of people that say they do not like white bread, but then they taste our white bread and they eat white bread. And I understand why. We all grew up on honey wheat bread or wheat bread. And even for myself, I'm not a big white bread eater. I just grew up on wheat bread.
Mhm.
But I eat this white bread. So once you have it, I just want you to taste it and let me know
It's
what you think about
delicious.
the white bread.
Yeah, so
It's
with that
really-
said,
really
so we have we have a variety pack option. So it's like it's a 2-pack, so you get the honey wheat and the premium white. Another thing about our bread is it's all unbleached. A lot of white bread in the
It's
past has been
bleached.
bleached bread.
Yeah.
No. We all natural products and it's unbleached, right? And so it's really good. So my favorite is the premium white. You know, a lot of people love the honey wheat, but I love premium white because it's very soft and fluffy. So definitely try both. But yeah, the bread is delicious.
And ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to hear me on this one.
Yes.
We are genuinely excited about this company. We're genuinely excited about these three, only two are here today, but the three entrepreneurs that put it together.
amigos.
We're excited that they are married, they love God, and that they through it all, they're growing. They took their time through the pandemic
Yeah.
and they just didn't sit back and collect little what is that, stipend checks and everything like
Right.
that. They actually did something with their time.
They put
So
their money and they invested in themselves. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing.
and they invested in the future.
Yes.
And so we're excited when the excitement and the giddiness you're hearing from Robert Earl and myself is because we're like cheerleaders. We're
Yeah.
like saying, brothers, yes, go. We got to get the alphas, the
Right.
omegas. We got to get the sororities and the fraternity. We got to get everybody eating your bread. And literally, if we can carve out, watch this, if we could carve out a 10% niche in the industry
Oh, yeah.
that everybody, 10% of people that eat bread get the Black Bread Company, there'll be $1 billion business and we won't have no issues, and then they can continue to be blessing.
And you know what? And they
Yeah.
need some up and coming artists and stuff to be the face of their company to help them go forth.
You know, I was thinking about the
Fubu had LL Cool J.
yeah, and I was thinking about the jingle and
Mm-hmm.
everything else. See, you and me on the same
Yeah, and
page.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm an artist and
And,
stuff, so
Yeah, yeah.
I've been
You,
thinking
there you
about
go.
wearing a
and
T-shirt.
and really, the word bread is it's a double entendre. You can use the word bread in so many different ways,
Uh-huh.
right? In music and artistry, all of the above. So for sure, you onto something. But you spoke to something that's real. You said let's make if we had 10% of the industry,
Yeah.
how big we could be, we will be. And with that said, the sliced bread industry is a $441 billion annually a year
Jesus.
industry.
And
So
some of it sucks.
that's the industry we're in right now.
Yeah. And, you know, the fun thing about it is that we call G Garvin and have him make something with their bread on his show. Man, we got work to do, y'all.
We got a lot of work.
We got work to do.
Oh, we do. We do got one big announcement to make. We just signed the ambassador contract with none only than the living legend himself,
All
Mr.
right.
Fred Hammond.
What?
A gospel artist. A
Yeah.
gospel artist.
That's dope. That's our
Yeah.
friend Fred.
I was just with him about a month ago.
Yeah.
That's
Now
our
if
guy.
you
Yep. So
sign,
he's our official, first official brand ambassador.
well, I just want to let you know, if you sign Fred
Yes.
to an official brand ambassador, I know that Dr. LT and Earl Dean, because, you know, Fred's my boy, but we much more handsomer. And we much more handsomer than Fred.
Fred is good people,
Wait,
yeah.
watch this.
Right.
We going to represent the dark-skinned brothers.
We're gonna represent
There
the
we
West
go.
Coast. Fred is in Texas.
No.
We're on the west,
Yeah.
the west
No,
side.
we love Fred. And
Tell Yolanda Adams. Tell her, we here.
I'm gonna send her the interview because we're gonna send you a copy of the interview edited, and I'm gonna.
Wait, watch
And let her
this,
know.
watch this.
We'll send her bread and shirt and all the above.
And she's a health nut.
No, watch this. Watch
Okay.
this. Yolanda, did you hear him just call your name out, baby? You know, we was pitching ourselves, and the first thing he said, "Tell Yolanda." Did you hear? It's
Yes.
all right, yo. Yolanda, we love you because you are our sister
Yeah.
and Robert Earl's real
And
sister.
that's my real sister. And we're radio, so we'll cover the radio side.
But you know what? But we need to have our official radio brands as well. You know, we gotta have.
Yep.
So you
Yep.
Look at
guys
Mark.
promote
Go
it.
on, Mark.
You know, we need the support. You know, from everybody, every industry. You know, your industry is extremely important.
Yeah.
You know, you have to make sure that we do as much for you as you can do as much for us. And it's really about just collaborative efforts. You know, we just got to come together and just make things happen. And also, I just want to say, Jamel, he sent his best regards. He really wanted to be here, but he has like a 7 or 8 day old child that was just born, and we just came back from out of town. So he's at the house. He couldn't make it right now because he's with his new baby.
Right.
That's
You
right.
know, yeah, so I just want to just kind of let you know why he's not, why he's not present as well.
Okay, so let me just say this. I need to give some parameters to everybody. Now, I know everybody's on there, all you artists and people around the country, y'all all trying to say, oh, I could be a brand ambassador and all this other stuff. Okay, I want to stop it right
the bread.
now.
Purchase the bread.
Right now, we want you to invest. By getting the bread.
Yes.
We want you to go again, because Robert, you put it up there, to the Black Bread, it's blackbreadco.com.
right?
And show your support by purchasing.
Yes.
You know, what Robert Earl and I, we always going to come up with ideas, but at the end of
We
the
always
day,
support people.
we want to make sure that we
Yes.
support
Plant
the
seeds.
vision
Yeah.
and then be able to come back now. And I tell people, before there was a Maverick City, we were interviewing them and nobody even knew who they were.
Nobody knew who they were.
You know, so we
Wow.
pride ourselves on finding artists that people never heard of
Yeah.
before they become big.
Yep.
And this company right here is a staple. We all eat bread. You know what I'm saying? We all
Daily,
eat bread
daily.
in some form or fashion. And before you say, well, is it really going to be good? Y'all done bought that cheap bread from the store because you didn't have money. This
The 99
bread,
cent one when they didn't have enough money.
So y'all go on out.
Oh, it's good.
You know,
It's good.
for y'all that done ate Wonder Bread all your life or whatever, y'all go out and take a seed of faith.
Come
and I
on.
want you to plant a seed into this company.
Yes.
And then watch it grow, and then watch that you won't even have to order it online because they
It'll
will
be
be
in
in
every
every
store that you
store
go to.
around the country. And
Yeah.
that's the goal. And they're going to
And-
continue to give us quality. They didn't say they was baking it out of their backyard.
No.
Or in their house. We know that they're doing everything accordingly. Now we, as
Let's do our
consumers,
part.
have to do our part. Can I
Yeah.
get an amen?
Amen. Now,
Amen. Amen.
Are you guys like active in your churches? Like, what are you doing like in your
Yeah,
community?
yeah. But before I'm gonna get to that
Okay.
question, but before that, Mark might have mentioned this, and if he did, if not, but I want to reiterate. In 1 year, our company has just been valuated at $51 million, right?
1 year.
And with that, in 1 year, and with that
God.
said, as Mark said, we are giving them 10% equity to the public, and for the minimum of $250.20, you can invest in our company and get up to 90 shares, right? And that's not going to last long.
Oh no, it's
So
not.
our goal is to raise 1.07 million. We already at like 835,000 in a month and a half. Okay. And so once that 10% is gone, like then we're gonna close up the raise. So we are employing everyone that's listening, is watching, get your shares early, right? Whether discounted and so and
Okay.
go throughout this
Wait,
journey with
wait,
us.
wait. Hold, hold, hold
And
on.
you
No,
know how,
hold on, hold on,
but you know
hold on,
how
hold
black
on.
people are.
No,
We
hold on,
don't
hold on,
believe in it
hold on,
until it blows
hold
up.
on, hold on, Robert, hold on, hold on. Okay, wait a minute. Now, brother, 90 shares is for how much?
$250.20, 89.9 shares.
Okay, so 89.9 shares. So can people buy more than just that?
Oh, absolutely. That's
Oh,
the minimum.
absolutely.
So yeah,
Okay,
the minimum to invest is $250.20. I'm saying that gets you 90 shares. But if you invest
And you
more,
know what?
of
And
course you
we
get more
was
shares.
exactly, and we was very intentional with that because we wanted everyone to be able to afford it and be involved. So we actually
Right.
discounted that valuation to about $25 million to get that number. You know,
okay,
because when we first thought about it, we said we know a pair of shoes, a pair of Michael Jordans cost about $250.
uh,
We want to know, we want to make sure that anybody can come up with $250 and they can invest in
okay.
this company.
Okay, hold on, brother. Wait a minute. Because see, now,
I'm
now they
I'm
talking about generational wealth. So,
I'm in.
let's- so,
I'm
so,
in.
so my question
Yeah.
to you is,
I'm
how
in.
do we get this investment started? Where do we go? Because we're gonna invest right after we get
We already
offline.
got
So,
Patricia Tasker.
yeah. So everybody's
Yeah.
asking, how can they get a piece of the investment? Where do they go? How do we do this?
Yeah. So the easiest thing, go to blackbreadco.com, and there's a link on that says invest.
I've
When you
seen it.
click on invest, it's going to take you to the Start Engine site, our crowdfunding site. It'll take you to all of our information, our financials, everything is there. All right. And so again, blackbreadco.com, click on the link that says invest, and you can go from there.
And
So
then
everything you need is there.
and then they'll send the stock certificate and everything to us.
All that. You get an
Bruh,
And
email.
how
Yep.
much more money we got to raise?
Another what? 150,000, something like that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
y'all need to
It'll
send us
take
your
200.
advertisement. We just need to knock this out in the next week or so. Send us the advertisement, and we
Let's
get
do
ready to
it.
do this.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna put a
Let's do
QR
it.
code up here too in 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
yeah, and you are the people are listening. Listen to me carefully. We as black people and as brown people have let so many great opportunities go by. Starbucks and all that because we're so afraid to step out on faith and do things. I mean, Google. It's so many companies that we had an opportunity to be a part of to get the wealth, and we didn't do it. I said pray about it and then move forward
So
because this company is based on these young men who believe in God, who believe in themselves, and who
Yeah.
believe in the community.
but Robert, can I say this?
Yes, sir.
I have a person that is dear to my heart, and she was working at a hospital. And back in the day,
Yes.
way back in the day, before I was even born, and she said a doctor came up to her and said, "Hey, I want you to give me $100. I want you to invest in this hamburger joint that's getting ready to start up." And back then, $100 was like a month worth of pay.
Yes.
And she just couldn't see it because she had all these responsibilities and everything. Many years later, the little
McDonald's.
hamburger was
Because it
McDonald's.
was starting in San Diego. And
Exactly.
Jack in the Box.
And if
San
she would have
Diego.
invested that $100, she would be a multi-millionaire for just that 100.
What-
So I want to encourage
I'm
you all
investing. God,
that
I'm investing.
with this,
Right.
these young men could not even get their crowdfunding to where it is without having great paperwork, great stock, and their product is speaking for themselves. And again, this is good ground. So I'm encouraging everybody, go to the Black
Charles
Bread
got it up.
Co.
They,
and
they
huh?
can. This is a
Put
QR
Charles
code.
on.
They can
Put
literally
Okay,
just
hold on.
scan this.
Let me go
Yep.
ahead and
They can
put
take a
Charles
picture
back
of
up.
this.
Hold up,
Back
Charles.
up.
Let me get you
Okay.
back on screen, and
Okay.
I'm gonna blow you up right quick. Give me a minute.
All right.
Y'all didn't know that this was gonna be deal making day to day, but we get ready to help you guys get an investment And hold on, we're gonna get this. Come on, Robert. We're gonna get our little QR code.
We sure are.
We got it. Bam.
And this takes you right to the crowdfunding site
Man,
to invest.
look at all
Yeah.
that bread. Yeah, I got you now. Man, I'm gonna get on the horn and we're gonna tell some folks.
Bro.
So this is what I need for you guys to do for us. Again, this is our business mode.
Yeah, it's up.
We need for you, number one, to get us the ad or the email that we can send out to our 100,000 subscriber list about this company. And let's talk online about knocking out this last 100 and something thousand that you guys need to do. Again, I want to say this, that we're excited about the vision that God gave you all.
Yes.
And this is not for us to say we're just doing it to benefit ourselves.
No, sir.
This is like the American dream, where you saw the Jacksons, they had the American dream, and this person had the American dream.
And you had the dream of GOD Radio and Mandate Records.
Yeah, but
in a city like San Diego where it's 4% black.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that when you see people with dreams and you get them to have, they took a staple product.
Yeah.
We watch bread every day. We go eat bread every day and we didn't pay attention, but God gave you the vision. So because God gave you the vision, He is definitely going to give you the provision.
Every time.
And you need black men and women to cheer you guys on, not be sitting up there like, I wonder if the bread is good. You know what I'm saying? Right. Trust me, black folks don't eat nothing that ain't good. You know what I'm saying?
No, sir.
So if y'all got this much sold right now, then y'all know it's good. And they from Chicago too.
Yeah.
They would folks would give them the hardest time in the world. Did y'all taste that bread? It's all stale.
Right.
You know.
They probably get shot at.
Yeah, you know
if
what I'm saying?
Good.
So all I'm saying to y'all,
also
go ahead.
Also, if I could add, like that vision from God was also a seed that I planted 15, 20 years ago.
See?
And been planted. I just want to put the basis behind it. It's not like, oh, I just walk in and God just hit me with this. I've been praying and meditating and reading scriptures, and my grandmother been praying, and God has His hand on this company like none other.
Without a doubt.
We put all of our money together to do this. By the time we actually got to the point that we had bread to actually sell, we had $1.87 left in our business account. $1.87 left the day that we launched. We had 0 followers on Instagram.
But God. 0
followers on Facebook. The first time we ever launched, we had over 10,000 eyeballs on Instagram and additionally on Facebook. So we had over 20,000 people viewing in. That's God. My grandmother, on her last couple of weeks on this earth, she got my bread. We had enough money. We got 100 samples. This 100 samples was the introduction to the Black Bread Company to our friends and family. My father did not know about this company until I placed a loaf of bread in his hand.
Jesus.
My mother did not know about this company until I placed a loaf of bread in her hands. And when I took it to my grandmother's house, my grandmother took it. Before she even tasted, she prayed. She went crazy, prayed over it. Now listen, after she prayed over it, within a week to about a week and a half, we ended up on the Ellen DeGeneres show after that prayer.
Jesus.
You know, while I was in LA, while we was in California, my grandmother passed away. The same day that she passed away, we had over $80,000 in sales.
Jesus.
You know, so for me, you know, like the faith, the humble beginnings, the generational wealth. As a kid, I used to go to the grocery store with my mom. We only had $20. That's it. Whatever we can get for dinner, my mom only had $20. And with that $20, I remember being a brand. It was one particular brand called in Chicago called Members Mark. And Mark is my name. And I used to remember my name being on products. I remember what that felt like. I used to pretend that was mine.
Come on.
You see, from my imagination. So that's what I'm saying. So 20 years, 30 years later, when I'm walking into his grocery store during this time, God reminded me.
Come on.
He showed me the vision. He told me what to do. And I did
it was already set.
Obedience.
It was
figured
already
out.
done.
You already
Obedience.
It was
planned.
already done.
Man.
So sometimes we got to remember the prayers that we prayed 20 years ago. Because remember, God is not on a time.
He
He's
is
not on a
time.
time. He is God. He is time. Exactly. And anytime, whenever he comes through, is never late. It's always on time.
Wow.
So I just want to just kind of share that background story on that. This is built with God's grace. And I don't want you guys looking at me like I'm the genius or anything of that nature. I just want you, when you see me, please see God's grace. Please see his glory. See him. Because without him being
Yes,
involved,
Lord Jesus.
we would have stopped at the $1.87.
Yes, yes. So,
Right?
brothers,
So I just want to put that out there. So thank you for the time.
yeah, we are totally blessed by this. Robert, I'm not going to end it off because I know you have something to say, but I want you to understand that if we seem like we're emotional or anything of that nature, it's because we are so godly proud that you listened. And we want to make sure that the people are just typing in right now. I'm in. Somebody said they want to order the bread. That everybody is starting to chime in at this point. Because if God gives you the vision, he will give you the provision.
Every time.
Every time. So, brothers, I'm just honored just to be able to talk about it, to experience what you are doing. And you have our backing. You have the backing of our whole industry, our whole label, our record label side, nonprofit side. We want to see this be everything that God has in store, and we want to be a part of this journey. So thank you so much for taking out the time to do the interview, Robert Earl. Thank you for the connection.
There go my Macy's. When I get paid, I'm not going to buy nothing. I'm gonna invest in this company.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know me, the first thing I do is try to get me a little piece, little clothes.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, who is your PR person that I emailed with from the very beginning?
That's Star.
Star. Thank God for Star, because I'm one of the people he'll tell you, because I booked the interviews. I just have mad faith, and I prayed, and it didn't work out the first time because we didn't get it together. But this time was God's timing, and when I said God is time, He always said let there be, and there was. So I thank God for Star, and I thank you all for following up, because we're not CNN and we're not CBS, but we're God Radio 1.
God, there you go.
So I wanted to personally thank you guys for taking the time. This means a lot to us. And we've interviewed so many wonderful people, and we know that it's God's favor. It's not because we're so this and that, but it's because of God's favor.
And just to share with you some of the things that comes out of shows like this is that I remember when we wanted to interview Sandra Crouch, and Sandra Crouch was not doing any interviews for 5-6 years after Andre had passed away. And literally it took time, but she actually vetted our show. And finally somebody said, no, they're the real deal. Go ahead and do the show. She said, I'll give them 15 minutes. So we were like the first interview. And after an hour of being online, she said, well, babies, I got to go. My phone keeps ringing off the hook and I don't know what's going on. She called us back about 2 hours later and she said, I'm just getting off the telephone. She said, I've gotten calls from Germany, London, all over the world saying, wow, you're doing this interview. Can we get an interview? The very next day, Paramount Pictures called us and said, we want to thank you because we have been trying to talk to her for 5 years and she hasn't taken anything, but now she's willing to take it based on what you guys did on our show. So we have crazy stuff like we'll be on the air and people like Will Downing will scroll in and say, hey, I heard good music, so I wanted to tap into your show. And the craziest thing about that is we established relationships. He's going to be one of our headliners at our Jazz at the Creek that we produce. So this show has this crazy reach of national, international, iconic people. But then we got these up and coming artists like a Patricia Taster that come in and literally become family members. And so now you are officially our family members, and you can always tap in. You can come in and launch bread samples. And we really just want to see you all do well, because of the bottom line is that when God's people come together and we do the things the right way, everybody's going to eat. But more than anything else, the integrity of what God wants us to do will be in place. So I wanted to say thank you all for just trusting God with this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you all.
Are you guys on social media? I mean, how can people follow you guys if
Yeah.
they want to follow you all?
Yep. So, yeah, absolutely. So on Instagram, we are the Black Bread Co. On Facebook, Black Bread Co. And then Twitter is the Black Bread Co. But the O is a 0. So yeah, the Black Bread Co. On all social media outlets. And again, blackbreadco.com is our website. We ship nationwide, actually worldwide. So wherever you are, we ship to UK, Japan, Africa. Like Mark, when we first launched, people went all over the country. So we had to figure out how to ship bread. And once we figured out, it was game time. So
we have a show.
We appreciate it.
We have a show out of the UK through God Radio. We have a show out of Nigeria, God Radio.
So let them know we can get the bread to them.
Yeah, so we're going to tap back in you. Let's if you guys can reach back out to Robert, let's talk offline about some things that we can do with cross promotion with your company. Again, introduce yourself and to the people, your full government names and your partners, and tell them how to get you. And then we're going to continue on the efforts as we move forward to see this being this multi-billion-dollar company. Last time.
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
right.
My name. Oh, go ahead, Charles. Go
ahead. Okay. My name is Charles Alexander. I'm the co-founder and COO of the Black Bread Company. You can follow our company at the Black Bread Co. on Instagram, website blackbreadco.com, and our individual Instagrams. I am Charles P. Alexander on Instagram.
Yes, my name is Mark V. Edmond. I am the founder and CEO of the Black Bread Company. You know, my Instagram is Mark V Success. And you can find me there and, tap in with me and, we can have some conversations.
All right. And could you also say your other partner's name so everybody know?
Yes. His name is Jamel Michael Lewis. He's a co-founder and the president of the Black Bread Company. His IG is Jamel. Hold on 1 second. Let me double check because I don't want to mess it up.
Jamel Bread.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, his is Jamel Lewis Music.
Okay.
So Jamel Lewis Music is his Instagram name. So you can tap in with him right there.
Well, there you have it. Robert O'Dean, another great interview with three iconic visionaries. We thank God for the Black Bread Company. For those of you guys that want to tap in and get your investment on, please go to the Black Bread. Let me do it again.
Black Bread Company.
Yeah, well, no, I think it's CO. Is it? Let me make sure.
Yeah, it's CO.
Yeah, so blackbreadco.com, blackbreadco.com. And then there is a portion where you can go and invest. You can order your bread, but let's let them know and let them feel the impact of our listeners. We want to thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to go back to great gospel music. This is our very own Robert Earl Dean. It's not over right here on GODRadio1.com.
Yeah, SCP, KD, Robert Earl Dean. Got a message for you. It's not over until God says it's over.
Thank you.
Let's go.
That was amazing.
Excited.
I'm investing. Right. This is going places. I ain't missing this.
You may be going through. God sent me with this message to encourage you. Romans 8:28 says, all things work together for the good. God has a master plan. The power is in his hand. Trust and know.
All right, Sheila.
Don't let the troubles.
Hey, Sheila, I'm going to call you this week so we can get ready. Raven.
No matter what
Sing it back, right?
you're going through, said it ain't over. It ain't over. No. Said it ain't over. It ain't over. No, it ain't over.
Rest in peace, Rocco.
No.
Rob, my friend that was with his past.
I can tell you what he did for me, he'll do it for you. All you gotta do is let him carry you through. I came to tell you it ain't over. No, it ain't over. I can believe. I can receive.
Well, we want you to know that it's not over, but it is over for our show for today. We want to thank everybody for tuning in and being a blessing to each and every one of us. Y'all tap into the blackbreadcode.com.
Yes.
It will bless your life. I am a piece of bread will buy you a bag of gold. Get it now. Wow, that's deep. That's deep. Thank you, K Sharp. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Robert, another great day and a great interview. Thank you so much. Any final words?
No, I just thank, like I said, I thank you and your wife for the platform. I love what we do. This is a dream of mine. So talking to that young man, talking to Mark, is we had similar things. As a child, I would be daydreaming all the time,
Yeah.
seeing things that I'm doing now.
Yeah.
So it's just good to know you have another, creative,
Yeah.
kind of went through the same thing you went through.
Yeah, Robert, just know that you are loved, you are valued, and you are in your season. Just know that, and it's fun to see what God is doing, and God is still using you because you were a blessing to those young men. You have your ear to the plow, and you're listening, and God is showing you who we should talk to and to
To
share
God be
with
the
our
glory.
listeners. And so, to our listeners, thank you so much. Make sure that you get your Jazz at the Creek tickets.
Yes.
Tickets are going very fast. People have been buying even while we're online today. Again, tickets are going very fast, so please make sure that you do it in a timely manner. These concerts will sell out Labor Day weekend.
yeah.
Jazz at the Creek. Y'all be blessed, and again, happy birthday to our Jazz Executive Director, Miss Sandra.